It's Morphin time! Back to action.
Alright guys, we're back with another video. Today we're going to be reviewing the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers basic figure 6-pack. Now this is super exciting. If you guys know, I've been posting these 6-pack figures in the past few months and I finally got it. These are Walmart exclusive for the moment. I did get it shipped from the States thanks to my brother. And I also did pre-order them at Angel Grove Collectibles. So once I get that in, hopefully the end of the month, start of September, I will be keeping that as my sealed collection piece. And we're gonna now open this. And this is how it comes straight off the Walmart box. This is how it looks. Pretty straightforward. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition. This is, I don't know, the number, lot number or something. Not that important. It tells you exactly what it comes inside with all the Rangers. By Playmates. Plain box. Same in the back. Nothing too fancy. But what's fancy is the actual box inside. And I'll just really excited. I'm just going to jump right into it. Now these figures, as you know, you've been seeing them for a couple of months now when they were announced that they were going to come in a fancy box. And it actually, sorry about that. Those are my comparison figures, the flip heads from the lines. So here we have the box, the 6-pack. Now here, as you can see, we get the 6 Rangers. We got the Pink Ranger, the Blue Ranger, Green Ranger, Red Ranger, Black Ranger, and Yellow Ranger. This is pretty straightforward. We got the same photos on the sides. Let me get that close up. I love this new photos that they are using for the new line. It's pretty awesome. And anything in the back. And it looks like Hasbro still wants to be part of it. I'm sure they own still part of it, or maybe all of it. So you have the Hasbro logo there, and then Playmates down here, and the QR code there if you guys need to scan to see what's out there with this line. All right, I'm gonna try not to talk too much, but I'm just too excited, so bear with me, guys. We're gonna just open the tab there. I'm gonna try to keep these. These are not gonna be obviously my sealed collection, but I'm gonna try to definitely keep this box because it's just too beautiful just to throw it in the garbage. And here we have all the Rangers. As you can see, we have all the Rangers here. Pink Ranger, blue, green, red, black, and yellow. It's nice that they have their own individual boxes. Collectors are definitely going to love this. And I think this line here itself is going to be definitely more for collectors. And you guys will see once you see the packaging. I'm just getting them out real quick so I can show you. And we can remove this box out the way, even though it's beautiful. Maybe I'll leave it here. Let's see. It may be too distracting. So I'm going to just move it out for the side for the moment. All right, so we're going to start off with the Red Ranger. Now look at this beauty. The packaging is, I think they did nail it out the park. Like, it's just beautiful. Now here we have the Red Ranger. There is his description. If you guys do want to pause there and read it, just talks a little bit about the Red Ranger. Now I love the packaging here. It does come with the 2 forms of his Blade Blaster and his Power Sword. And these figures, I believe they're like 5.5 inches. I'm gonna compare it to I have one of the Figure Arts figures here so we can quickly compare the size, but this is amazing. Now I just hope that somebody does do a case for these because these are really nice, even though it may not matter that much to me because my sealed version box that I am getting, that one I'm not even going to take out the box, to be honest, but I am going to display the outside part, not the white box part. All right, so this is the Red Ranger, and like I just can't get enough of this. All right, so here we have Red Ranger, and then we have the Black Ranger. Beautiful. They all have the same packaging. It's just amazing. Like this art that they use for this, it's amazing. And it's nice that you can see everything that the figure comes with, especially when kids are buying these. But I feel like these are definitely more of a collector's line because, you know, you can just display it like that as well if you're a sealed collector. And also, I don't know if they're going to sell these. It would be nice if they do sell these separate from the box like that. Kids can, if they do want to get these, they can actually see what's inside. But pretty much is the same with the back. Information about Zach. All right, then we have Trini. That's pretty cool there. She has her, they all have pretty much their weapons and the Blade Blasters in 2 different forms. Beautiful. And there is Trini's info if you want to pause and read. I'm going to try to put these so you guys can see them all. And then we have Pink Ranger. Really nice. And one of the reviews that I did see for these figures, it looks like the girls are shorter than the guys, which it makes sense. It's more realistic. If they were all the same size, that would be a little bit odd, but it's really nice that they did that. There you go. There's Kimberly Hart. Just can't get over these boxes. And I know it's just the box, but come on. You can't, like, these are just perfect. Blue Ranger. There goes the Blue Ranger. There he goes with his power lance. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to just say that right off the back. You cannot do the power blaster. They do not, all the weapons do not connect, unfortunately. And the power lance does not come apart. So, and I'll show you guys that when I get them out the box. And here's your information for the Blue Ranger, Billy Cranston. All right. And we have the Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver. Here he does come with his 2 different modes of his Blade Blaster, which I think he used once or twice, but he never really had it all the time like the other Rangers. And here we have the famous Dragon Dagger. This is beautiful. Now, watching these online reviews on these, they look like they're like 6 inches, but when I see them in person here, they are obviously, like I said before, like about 5.5 inches, I would say, give or take. And I think this is like the perfect size. And you'll see, like with the figure arts version, this is the Green Ranger here. It's like the same, and I'll put this together once he's out the box, but I just like this kind of size figure compared to like the bigger ones. But we are going to definitely compare that. All right, so now we're going to get these bad boys out the box and we're going to jump right into it, guys. All right, so I'm not going to lie, that was horrible taking these figures and weapons out of the box. It was very painful. So if you guys want to keep the boxes, just make sure you have patience and you cut properly all the little zip ties that are inside, because yes, I do have another one that's going to be sealed for my seal collection, but if you want to save these boxes and you're not planning on getting another one, then definitely take your time and open it very, very carefully. I warned you guys. All right, so I'm going to just start off with the accessories for the Rangers. And I'm going to just show you the Blade Blasters just one time because they're all the same. So here's the Blade Mode Power Blaster. It's nothing crazy. It does have obviously some paint there, red and white, and just a tiny bit of detail. In here we have the other version in gun mode. These are always not great looking, even though they do have the 2 colors, but it's just like they didn't waste any time with those. All right, so we're gonna start off. Let's start off with Tommy. Why not? Here we have the Green Ranger from the 6-pack. Now, this already feels really nice in the hand, small compared to the flip heads, and I'll bring that over just so I can do a little quick comparison. We are a little bit stiff, but once you get to play around with it, I can show you real quick now the articulation. So in the arms, we don't go all the way around because it limits you because of the shield. But we do go up as high as that there. And then outward, we can stretch our arms out quite a bit. Hands do rotate all the way. Bend on the elbow. There, same as this arm here. This one actually, oh, they do go that high. And then the legs, we go up, and then the knee. Oh wait, just gotta make sure these things they just feel a little fragile. There you go. Same with this leg, pretty much the same. And oh. Bruh. Oh, that's unfortunate. It didn't break, it just came off the socket there. There we go. Just gotta be careful, but this is not even bending, to be honest. Oh boy, what a problem. All right, I'll get back to that in a second. So we can do, unfortunately, the kicking. We can just turn the leg outward. There's no ball joints there by the crotch area, but you are able to do a kick. You just have to bring the leg out like that. You can't just go this way because the ball peg, it comes from the torso all the way down. And it's not in the crotch this time, which that sucks. It would have been easier like that. It was on the crotch area like that. You can open the legs up like that. But there you go. I'm pretty bummed about this leg. The hinge, there we go, but Jesus. All right. So that's Tommy. Just gotta be careful with him. Now we do have the dragon shield. You could take it off. Just be careful. It does have some glue inside there, but it does come off because I've seen videos of people taking it off. And there's a hole on the actual figure in the back for them to connect the shield to. I don't know why they did it like that, but it's pretty neat. If you do also want to use the shield with the Red Ranger, that would be cool. Now here we have the auto flipping head. There you go. Now this is the height comparison. So this is 6 inches and this is like 5.5 or so. Now we are missing some minor details like colors mostly. We are missing the gold on the forearm here where the glove is. Same on both sides. And also on the boot, this rim here should be gold. Also the black eyes on the helmet, it is not there. And the morpher as well should be gold for Tommy and then black on the outside for the buckle. And the holster should be black, but is white. They also did that with this one. It's white and it shouldn't be white. But, and then I'll show you quickly the dragon dagger. Here is the silver and gold dragon dagger, which is, they use the same one as the flip head ones. Even though that version looks pretty bigger. Let me see. Oh, sorry about that. They are, let's see. Oh, it's smaller. I guess, I mean, it makes sense because the figure is smaller. So that's pretty cool, I guess. All right. And if you haven't seen my videos, the articulations on the flip heads are horrible. Like this figure is 10 times better than this figure. You can't really do much articulations with the flip heads. I'm gonna say that. And if you guys want to watch the whole video of the review, check the links down below. But yeah, so this is Tommy, the Green Ranger. We'll get back to you in a second. We're gonna move along with Trini. Here are her power daggers, and they're pretty nice. They got the standard colors, the yellow and silver on the top and the bottom. Pretty nice. There's no coin on the center. Normally the coin is there. And then here we have Trini. pretty nice. Very small. I still can't get over that it's so small. I mean, my hands are big, but like this is tiny. And actually, I didn't even compare. Hold on, Trini. Give me 1 second. All right. I'll be back with you in 1 second. Now, the figure arts version, it is bigger. Actually, let me close your legs. Yeah, it is taller. There you go. Just wanted to show that. All right, back to training. So articulations, they should be, honestly, they should be all be the same. Let's see. Let's hope we don't have another incident. So arms can go up, the same. Actually, the head does move a little bit. Just be careful because it feels like it's locked there, but it does move a little bit. Same thing with the legs. If you want to kick, you go outward, and then the knees, but you gotta be careful. This one is not that bad. It feels a little loose, which is good. It is missing minor details like the eyes on her helmet up there on the top. Also the silver part there for the saber tooth. Actually, no, it's right there. Yeah, it looks like just the eyes from what I can notice, and the morpher, they're all gonna have the same color morpher. And then the coin, I don't know if you guys can see there, it's not showing, it's like pretty flat. It's not showing the actual coin of the saber-toothed tiger there. And they're all pretty much, I gotta check Tommy's actually. Tommy's is flat as well. All right, so that is Trini. I mean, they're all gonna have their same articulations, but I do prefer these than the Automorphin. And these are not even Automorphins for the yellow and pink ranger. If you guys have seen my video, you would know what I'm talking about. If not, go check it out. But you have to basically have their civilian head in order to flip. You press the lever on the back, and then there she is. There is the height difference there. But yeah, that's pretty annoying that you can't flip it back to her civilian head. You have to manually do that. I don't know why they did that, but it's a little bit of false advertising as well. Just because I think in all the boxes it says flipping head, and you have to do it manually with the girls. I don't know why. So, all right. So that's that. Put your stuff there. And then we have Zach. Zach is in the building. All right. So right off the bat, we'll start off with the missing paint. So it looks like they're all missing the color of their helmet, of the eyes up there. See, no color. The paint job is so. Like for Zach, it looks like a little botched there, and I know you guys can see that. So not great there. Same articulations, a little bit stiffer than the other ones. Just be careful, guys. I don't want you guys breaking. Okay, so that knee is good. This knee is okay. And we get the side kick there, and we can, let's see your head. Yep. So his goes actually all the way. Just be careful when you do it with the rest, because some of them are just too stiff, so I don't want you guys breaking them. So this is a nice kick there. That's pretty cool. Same thing with the morphers, wrong colors. And these are things that if you want to, you can paint them yourself. I'm just gonna probably leave them like that at this point. Like, but who knows? And then we have his power axe. It's actually pretty small. I feel like it should have been a little bit bigger, like longer here. But it is, the power axe is missing the coin there of his mastodon, but it's pretty nice. Pretty nice looking. The hands are rubbery, so you are able to pull them out for their, so they can use their weapons. There he goes. Not bad. This is really nice. I like that. Don't fall, man. Please. All right. Let's go right into Kimberly. There is Kimberly. And actually, now that I remember that I bring Kimberly out, let's do her first. Okay, so articulations, I don't want to bore you guys with them, but she is extra limited because of her skirt. Now, the skirt is pretty soft plastic, but she can't really, like, that's as much as she goes. Like, the more you pull it, it's gonna break. So that sucks that they made it like that. I mean, yeah, she has a skirt, but I feel like if they would have used another material than plastic, it would have been probably good. Articulations there with the knees, arms. Same with the helmet. We're missing the pterodactyl eye colors up there in the helmet. Well, at least they finished painting this helmet, because with the auto flipping head, they're different. Look at that.
Bruh.
They done messed up. Now, the crazy thing is that it does have the outlining for them coloring the white part of the helmet, but they just didn't do it. I don't know why do companies do stuff like that. Like I prefer for them not to rush and let it prolong from then sending these out so they can get everything right. But this, yeah, it's a bit annoying. And the helmet on the flipping head is tinier compared to the other version there, and it looks nicer. But yep, so that's that. So all right, so this is her power bowl. There you go. Pretty straightforward, plastic, and that's her bowl there. Now let's try to put that inside here. Perfect. I don't know if I can get all these together, but let me just quickly, sorry guys, put their weapons on. Bear with me. All right, so now we're gonna move along to the next ranger. And I just noticed this. I forgot to mention it, guys. The paint, it looks like it, I don't know, melted or something. But you can see on her boot there, it is yellow. The same here. I don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah, there's some yellow staining there. And I'm trying to see if I see it anywhere else. Oh yeah, in the hands too. You see that yellow thing there. Yeah, that's another annoying part there. All right, it's Blue Ranger. Here we have Billy. So now we have, the same, little stiff, but you just gotta break him in. Just be careful, guys. There's head movements there, just really nice. We have the side kick. Woohoo! Pretty nice. Same with this. Missing the eye colors up top of the helmets, the morpher, and they all are missing actually the line. The black line on the belt there that goes around. That's also missing there. And then we have, let's get his power lance out. There's his power lance. Missing his coin there. I wouldn't expect them to miss it if they're missing little details like the eye colors on the helmet, which is like literally a dot. They're not gonna put and waste time on these coins inside their weapons there. But so here we're going to put that on there like that. at least the hand's open and they can hold their weapons really nicely. Let's see. Turn up to a cool pose, like don't mess with Billy Cranston. There we go. Let's put the dragon dagger on you, Tommy. Sorry. I have an extra dragon dagger from one of my other figures, but the hands are too wide open. I don't think it's going to hold. So, all right, Billy. Sorry. There we go. There's a difference there of height, obviously. The flip heads, the same. There you go. Now, I will say the flipping is pretty seamless and it's super satisfying. Like it never fails. Compared to the OG ones, we had a couple of Hasbro ones and Bandai and Legacy ones that were not great. But these, I like the guy figures. The girls, like I said before, they don't flip on their own. You have to manually do it, at least halfway. But yeah, so there's Billy. And last but not least, Jason. Here is my favorite Ranger of all time. Please don't break. So here's the man. All right. Same. I'm just showing you guys. They all do the same articulations, but I just want to make sure that, come on. Of course, Jason. Come on, just slowly. There we go. Yes, we can bend a knee. Perfect. I just wish they would have used that center articulation on the crotch area, the ball joint there, instead of going up, because you never know. What if they want to do the split? I mean, I guess he can, but it looks awkward. Technically, this is his thigh, the inside of the thigh. But it doesn't look bad because then you see his knee there. So when you are kicking, your knee should be facing that way. It's just how you pose it. But again, I do love these figures compared to the flipping heads. All right, so here is his power sword. Really nice, some details, some paint. Now compare to I'll show you guys now, the flipping head version. All right, let's see. There we go. There you go. Now we are missing, again, on this one, we're missing the colors on the eyes of the helmet. If you notice here, the visor, it's missing some of that silver that goes underneath it right there, where the red is, which is like insane. Like they couldn't just, if they're painting the rest, why not just make the line underneath there? Like it's so weird. But yeah, I don't see anything else wrong besides the morpher, the visor, the eyes are not colored, and yeah, it's not bad. It has, like I said, better than the flip heads. 100%. Oops. Better. So these are bulkier. Yes, it has a function. This is like the only best part, the flip head part. But it doesn't have great articulations and it's super bulky. And I get why, because I guess the mechanism with the flipping of the heads, they need the bigger body maybe. Like, I don't know. But this, like, it would have been cool if this also had a flipping head as well. But I know the body is small, so it's probably impossible. But I don't know. Let me see actually if I can bring out quickly one of the OG flip heads. All right, so this is the Legacy flip head here. Now look, it looks like it's almost the height of the new one. Let me see. Maybe missing by like an inch or so. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wait, hold on. Now, this version here, it is a flip head, but and it doesn't look bad like the bulkiness in the center, but this one you have to do manually as well. This is what I was talking about earlier. But like if they can do it for this same size, they could have done it with this one, but you never know. That's like a future thing, hopefully. That this line comes out with it. That would be awesome. That would be super awesome. All right, so here we have, let's put Jason here in the center real quick. I did forget about Zach. Sorry, guys. I'm like all over the place. So we saw this Zach already, and then this is his flip head. The same, even all the flip heads are missing some of the details similar to this version as well, but love this. Just love the feeling on my hand. Like it feels like, I wouldn't say a premium figure, but it's heading the right direction. Like I think in the future we're gonna get figures like this with way better articulation, and they may have like a shiny glossy version than the standard ones like these, than the flip heads, but maybe something like this, like the shininess. The articulation is okay here. The legs are just go up and bends the knee, but you know I have hope for this line for sure, especially with these figures. I think I have everything set. Figure arts, you're not the same. Oh, you're almost. Almost. If you had the helmet, let's see. Not bad. All right, guys. So, final thoughts on these. So, yes, I do love these 6-pack figures. They are amazing. And they are, for me, this is just my opinion. They are better than the flip heads. And it sucks that the girls didn't get that much love, knowing that, you know, girl figures for the series, they don't really sell as much as the male figures, which is unfortunate. I do recommend these figures. If you guys haven't bought the flip heads, or you were just waiting to see how the 6-pack figures do look and feel, I recommend for you guys to get these instead of the flip heads. Now, unless you want the flip version, then yeah, go ahead. You can get that. There are other versions like the Hasbro ones that are better with articulations and all that stuff. But yes, recommend these for sure. I think these are like pretty much targeted to collectors because of the boxing. Like the display is beautiful, and you know, kids can also play with these. Don't get me wrong, but I know collectors out there love these. So yeah, guys, this basically is the end of the video. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a comment, give a thumbs up, and also, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of viewers out there that are watching my videos, but you're not subscribing. I would much appreciate it if you guys do subscribe. Like that, you guys stay up to date and hit that bell icon. Like that, you guys, you know, get notified when I do post new videos like this. Until the next time, I'll catch you guys later. This is Ariel Diaz. Peace.
The world is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you, always.